Mr. Bezmenov was born in 1939 in a suburb of Moscow. He was the son of a high-ranking Soviet Army officer. He was educated in the elite schools inside the Soviet Union and became an expert in Indian culture and Indian languages. He had an outstanding career with Novosti, which was and still is, I should say, the press arm or the press agency of the Soviet Union. It turns out that this is also a front for the KGB. He escaped to the West in 1970 after becoming totally disgusted with the Soviet system, and he did this at great risk to his life. He certainly is one of the world's outstanding experts on the subject of Soviet propaganda and disinformation and active measures. Well, you spoke several times before about ideological subversion. That is a phrase that I'm afraid some Americans don't fully understand. When the Soviets use the phrase ideological subversion, what do they mean by it?
Ideological subversion is the slow process which we call either ideological subversion or active measures, активные мероприятия in the language of the KGB, or psychological warfare. What it basically means is to change the perception of reality of every American to such an extent that despite of the abundance of information, no one is able to come to sensible conclusions in the interests of defending themselves, their families, their community, and their country. It's a great brainwashing process which goes very slow, and it's divided in four basic stages. The first one being demoralization. It takes from 15 to 20 years to demoralize a nation. Why that many years? Because this is the minimum number of years which requires to educate one generation of students in the country of your enemy, exposed to the ideology of the enemy. In other words, Marxism-Leninism ideology is being pumped into the soft heads of at least 3 generations of American students without being challenged or counterbalanced by the basic values of Americanism, American patriotism. The demoralization process in the United States is basically completed already. For the last 25 years, actually it's overfulfilled, because demoralization now reaches such areas where previously not even Comrade Andropov and all his experts would even dream of such a tremendous success. Most of it is done by Americans to Americans, thanks to lack of moral standards. As I mentioned before, exposure to true information does not matter anymore. A person who was demoralized is unable to assess true information. The facts tell nothing to him. Even if I shower him with information, with authentic proof, with documents, with pictures, even if I take him by force to the Soviet Union and show him concentration camp, he will refuse to believe it until he is going to receive a kick in his fat bottom. When a military boot crashes his balls, then he will understand, but not before that. That's the tragic of the situation of demoralization.
Habakkuk 2:2, and the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. Shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone who taught me this truth. Peace and sincerity unto the elect scattered all over the globe. Shalom. I'm back at you with another lesson, Lord willing, and straight to the point and edifying. All right, and today's lesson is going to go into basically what he just said. All right, the people of Babylon are completely through. All right, but to hell with the heathens. All right, this message goes out to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans who are the true people of the Holy Scriptures. All right, your true nationality is that you're a Hebrew Israelite. All right, you are Yasharallah. You are the princes of the living power. All right, and our power's name is Yahweh. All right, and his only begotten son's name is Yahweh Shai. All right. And like he said, okay, this place is completely finished. All right, no matter how much facts you put out, how many, you know, how much you do, right? How much information you push out there, and especially that we live in a information era, all right, where you could just go on the internet, go on Google, go on TikTok, go on, Facebook or Instagram or whatever, and find information. It's not that hard, right? But what you have is a bunch of demoralized people, all right, who are basically in cognizant dissonance, where they're afraid, all right, of reality. Okay, so they live in a false reality because it's safe for them, right? Even though the hell is still coming. The problems is still coming. Just because you close your eyes doesn't mean that it's not coming. Just like he said, even if you forcefully bring them and show them the proof, all right, they're going to find a way to still try to disprove it until, right, that boot goes up the side of their head. All right. And that's to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right. So this lesson, it's going to be, Lord willing, to straight into the point. It's going to be basically bouncing off of, this current conflict still with the Israelis and Hamas, which, like in my last lesson, is they are going to end up going to Iran. Okay, that's where they're trying to go. This is the plan. They want war. All right, and this is all prophecy. All right, fulfillment of prophecy. They want war. All right, this is going to lead into Jeremiah 49:20. The least of the flock is going to draw them out. These Amalekites, these Israelis are going to draw Babylon, America into the war. All right, against Iran. They're going to blame Iran. And Iran has Russia to back it. All right, and that's going to bring the entire world into complete all-out war. All right, but this place, Babylon, all right, is getting involved in the the conflict. Okay, so I got a few videos, some scriptures, and then I'm gonna wrap it up. All right, so I'm gonna start off with this over here.
Predicted 3 world wars. The First World War, he said, must be brought about, and I'm quoting from Albert Pike. The First World War must be brought about in order to permit the Illuminati to overthrow the power of the czars in Russia and of making that country a fortress of atheistic communism. The divergences caused by the agents of the Illuminati between the British and German empires will be used to foment this war. He says, quote, the Second World War must be fomented by taking advantage of the differences between the fascists and the political Zionists. This war must be brought about so that Nazism is destroyed and that the political Zionism will be strong enough to institute a sovereign state of Israel in Palestine. He's now thinking about this Third World War, and it says that it will be caused by the differences between the political Zionists and the leaders of the Islamic world. The war must be conducted in such a way that Islam, the Muslim Arabic world, and political Zionism, the State of Israel, mutually destroy each other. That's what it says. Meanwhile, the other nations, once more divided on this issue, will be constrained to fight to the point of complete physical, moral, spiritual, and economic exhaustion.
You hear that? And that is literally what is going on right now as we speak. Okay, these devils have planned this out for centuries. This guy died, Albert Pike, this devil right here. All right, this fucking cracker. All right, most likely he's an Amalekite, right? He's one of those ish people, one of them small hats. All right, you see it. All right, completely wicked. All right, this was the guy that wrote the book. It was called Morals and Dogma. All right, and this was a few years back, but he died in, like, I believe, I was looking, I think it was 1892 or something. All right, he was born in 1810. All right, so he already wrote this. This was already the plan. He's a Freemason. All right, This was already the plan. They already planned 3 wars. They planned it already. All right? But this is all through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, right, on the left hand, using Satan to control his children. All right? To bring forth prophecy, man. All right? So they already planned, all right, to bring forth 3 world wars. All right? The Second World War would basically establish a state of Israel. It happened. Okay? And he wrote this, and it happened almost 100 years later. Okay? And the Third World War, which is starting right now before our eyes. Okay? The Third World War, which is starting right now before our eyes. They're trying to annihilate. They want to completely annihilate both Israel and the Muslim world. All right? To come out of the ashes like the phoenix. All right? To rule this planet. All right? Psalms 64:2. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. All right. And these people are the ones that are in the shadows. All right. These are the people, the Edomites, the so-called white man. All right. That's who the devil is, man. All right. The devil that the scriptures speak about. Okay. Revelation 6:4. Let me get that real quick. All right, this is the devil. All right. Salakia. All right, this is the devil, this family, these Edomites. Okay, Revelation 6:4, and there went out another horse that was red, signifying Esau, Edom, right? And power was given to him, right? Job 9:20-24, right? And power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, right? And that they should kill one another, right? And there was given unto him a great sword, all right? And this devil, all right, they've been planning world domination for centuries, okay? This did not just pop up overnight, okay? These devils are completely patient, okay? But Revelations 12:12, right? Let me get that. I think I have it up here. Okay. Revelations 12:12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe unto the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, all right, is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth he hath but a short time. This is why everything is happening the way it is happening. All right. And you Babylonians, all right, you're over here feeding into the BS. This is what they want. This is what they need. They need destabilization. They need over here to go up. They need it to go up so they can bring in the order. They need the chaos, right? So they can bring forth the order. Okay? Here it is. There's a war in Ukraine and nobody was over here doing that bullshit. But these devils know that once they get religion involved, they know that will be the catalyst, all right, to start all hell all over the planet. And this is what they want. Okay, they need this chaos, all right, because they need to bring this place down. Okay, they need to bring this place down. All right, and that's what this this lesson is gonna go into. All right, they need to bring this place down by causing division. All right, but the Lord said he was the one causing the division. Hold on. Salakia. Right? Matthews 10:34. Think not that I have come to send peace on earth. I come not to send peace, but a sword to send destruction. Right? Set a man at variance. I think I spelled it wrong. It's a lot here. I'm trying to get the scripture. Got a lot of scriptures up here. All right, Matthew 10 and 35, it says, Lord Yahushua speaking, it says, for I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother. The Lord didn't come to bring peace. When he comes in the second coming, that's when there's going to be peace, only peace for Israel, right? And through the Israel's Israel receiving peace, the world is going to receive peace, all right? Under the Lord Yahushua, man, all right? Under the righteous government, okay? But right now, that's not the time. We're in the time of war, man. All right, war and hatred. Okay. I was gonna play this video right here, but you guys get the point. I'll probably still play it though. Oh yeah, I'll still play it.
9/11. About 10 days after 9/11, I went through the Pentagon and I saw Secretary Rumsfeld and Deputy Secretary Wolfowitz. I went downstairs just to say hello to some of the people on the Joint Staff who used to work for me. And one of the generals called me in. He said, "Sir, you got to come in. You got to come in and talk to me a second." I said, "Well, you're too busy." He said, "No." He says, "We've made the decision. We're going to war with Iraq." This was on or about the 20th of September. I said, "We're going to war with Iraq. Why?" He said, "I don't know." He said, "I guess they don't know what else to do." So I said, "Well, did they find some information connecting Saddam to Al-Qaeda?" He said, No. He says, "There's nothing new that way. They just made the decision to go to war with Iraq." He said, "I guess it's like we don't know what to do about terrorists, but we've got a good military and we can take down governments." And he said, "I guess if the only tool you have is a hammer, every problem has to look like a nail." So I came back to see him a few weeks later, and by that time we were bombing in Afghanistan. I said, "Are we still going to war with Iraq?" And he said, "Oh, it's worse than that." He said, he reached over on his desk, he picked up a piece of paper, and he said, I just got this down from upstairs," meaning the Secretary of Defense's office today, and he said, "This is a memo that describes how we're going to take out 7 countries in 5 years, starting with Iraq and then Syria, Lebanon, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, and finishing off Iran."
You hear that? All right, so this was all already planned, man. Okay? Psalms 55 and 21, the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were there drawn swords. All right? These devils are completely wicked, man. All right? They already had the plan. This was planned. Okay? This was completely planned. All right? Even Israel being all right, quote unquote invaded, that was all planned, man. All right? It was all planned. Okay? They need war. They need chaos, man. They need to come down with great wrath, man. All right? Because they know they have a short time, because people are catching on to them. Okay? People are catching on to them. People are realizing, like, hold on, why are these these specific people always in the middle of all the crap that's going on in the world? Everything that's wrong with the world, why are these people always in the middle of it? Okay? The world is catching on. The world is coming up against this devil, man. Hold on. Let me get that in Obadiah. Okay? This is the devil, man. Obadiah 1 and 2, behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised. Okay? Thou art greatly despised. Okay? And these nations hate these Edomites, man. All right? The world is starting to realize who the true problem with the earth is, man. All right? Let me get next verse. It says, the pride of thine heart have deceived thee, right? Thou that dwellest in the cleft of the rock, thou's habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? And this is the spirit on these devils, man. Who's going to bring them down? Who's going to take them down? Right? That's the spirit on them. All right? Their pride is through the roof. Okay? They have complete control of the planet. All right? Wheresoever they want the planet to go, of course, it's through the Lord, of course. But where these, Job 9:24, the earth was given into the hand of the wicked. It was given to the Edomites. All right? The wicked elite of Esau, Edom. And wheresoever these devils want the planet to go, that's why the planet is going in the direction that it's going. That's why the planet is going completely left. This is why it's constant war, because it's profitable. This is why there's poor people and people running out of food and resources. How the hell is that possible on a planet that's filled with resources? Because they're hoarding it. All right. The gas price going up. Everything else, everything around you is going up. Inflation, all this madness, but they have money to fund war. There's homeless people on the street. People they're starting to make tent cities of homeless people. All right? But they're shipping off hundreds of billions of dollars, all right, to fund war. Okay? Oh man, let me get these videos, man. Yeah. So this one is 6 minutes. I'm gonna play this out. All right, I may stop it in between. All right, but you know, this is all gonna eventually come down with the famine of the word. Let me get that scripture real quick before I get this. All right, because this is what's coming. Because they're gonna hold on, Slakia. All right, because that's what's coming. Okay, because the way this is going is they're gonna be blaming everything on being anti-ish people, okay? And they're gonna start attacking certain talking points, okay, of those people. And it's just funny because it's those people who are causing the madness, the destruction, the mayhem, the chaos through the world, and they're making it where now you can get banned. In some places you can get arrested. All right, but now they're gonna come down harder and harder with more draconian measures on social media, and eventually they're gonna be able to arrest you and put you to death, man. Okay, you're gonna have a lot of these, because a lot of these Babylonians, a lot of these people in the world are completely gone to the point they think that those people are the true people of that land, which if they knew the prophecies, right, there would be no war. They would be dwelling in complete safety. They're at constant war. Oh man. Hold on, let me get this right here. All right. Amos 8:11, it says, behold, the days come, saith the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai power, that I will send famine in the land, not a famine of bread, even though that's what's coming as well, right? Nor a thirst of water, but of hearing the words of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. All right. This word is time sensitive. All right. The doors of grace and mercy are closing. All right. Once it's over, once they shut this internet off, once they start demonizing certain talking points and channels start going down, the brothers' channels start going down, and the brothers can't, the brothers on the highways and byways, because it's gonna be sensitive and it's gonna be crazy. Right? Once all that's gone, it's over. Once the Lord draws his hand back, it's over. The Lord is extending his arm right now through the prophets, through the men that are preaching on the highways and byways, the men that are making these lessons, doing the work, telling you to repent and turn back. All right? That's the Lord pushing his arm forth to you, man. You better grab onto it. Because once the Lord removes his hand, right, removes his arm, pulls his hand back, it's over, man. All right? The Lord is going to allow this devil to completely open up on you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. The Lord is going to destroy you niggas. All this damn chaos and madness is going on, and Jake is fucking around. Jake is fucking around, bro. You don't see the times we in? You don't see what's going on? But nah, you gotta have the fly sneaker, right? You gotta go and pop another man, woman, right? You bitches gotta be twerking and doing hookah, right? Y'all gonna fucking get destroyed, man. Straight the fuck up, man. Like you know, that's just annoying, man. Seeing Jake just in folly, man. No care in the world. Just like this in the first video, the guy he said they're gonna wait until Jake is gonna wait until the martial law troops are on the ground. They're gonna wait until the dollar collapses. They're gonna wait until the economy goes, until there's no food. Okay? You got niggas in Philly tearing Philly up. Okay? Hold on, man. Oh, you gotta keep getting these scriptures, man. All right? Hosea 4:6, my people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee. That thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power. I will also forget thy children. And Jake, you don't understand what's coming? All right? Hold on. Let me get that Jeremiah 4:22 real quick. Right, Jeremiah 4:22. For my people, who's the Lord's people? You Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. For my people is foolish. They have not known me. They are sottish children, stupid children. They have none understanding. All right? They are wise to do evil, but to do good, they have no knowledge. Okay? And you're going to freaking perish. You're going to perish. Hold on. It's my favorite scripture, man. I think Ecclesiasticus 5:7. Yeah, 5:7. Ecclesiasticus 5:7. Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai and put not off from day to day. For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance. You know how much our people are in security right now? Go look on social media. They're living their best life. Destruction is coming. Hold on, man. Oh, man. You know, and Jake deserve it, man. You 2/3, you deserve everything you're about to get. Right? Because these lessons, these videos, these preaching, these words, all right? It's only for the elect, man. It's not for you 2/3 niggas, man. Y'all gonna die the death of a heathen. All right? 2 Ezra 15:15. For the sword in their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. And this is what's coming, man. All right? So let me get into this. I ain't mean to rant, but Jake is through, man.
We're back with a Fox News alert. Major U.S. cities on high alert today as a former Hamas leader declares today a global day of jihad, urging protesters to join the war against Israel.
So police from Los Angeles to New York City are stepping up security as the FBI urges the public to be vigilant. Great. I love when they tell us that. As more mass protests are planned across the nation. So here we go. They said 36,000 NYPD officers get in uniform. I don't want to hear any excuses. You got to
If you have a vacation plan, you're
Done.
not going.
Right, come back. We should have 39,000, but that's another story.
But I love that. I think that these are the men and women that protect us, and whoever's in charge, I guess it's the commissioner that's saying this. I love that he or she is saying, who's our commissioner now, is saying, you have to come back to work.
Yeah, which
We
is
need your
happening
protection.
for good reason when you look at these rallies and protests that occurred. And Lawrence, you got a chance to see it. I mean, it's
I've covered a lot of rallies, a lot of protests. I was all out of the street when the Summer of Love 2020. This is the worst I've ever seen. And it is the chance that we have gone from no justice, no peace to open jihad. This is some of the comments we found yesterday.
Where'd you go?
You went to Hunter College.
Oh, Hunter
right?
College. Why are you here today?
Free Palestine. I stand with the Palestinian people unequivocally.
I support decolonization and liberation of Palestinian people and the end of a mass genocide in the Gaza Strip.
Talking about the genocide of the kids being beheaded.
That's false. That is actually false.
When you see the kids that have been beheaded and the women that are raped, how do you feel about that?
I don't know where to start from that.
Israel is notorious for creating propaganda that sides their one-sided massacre against Palestinians.
That was already proven that didn't really happen. There was not verified.
Women did not get raped.
No. I've not seen any proof of that. If it did happen, I haven't seen it.
Like, they get attacked for no reason.
The children got attacked for no reason. The kids that were beheaded.
Beheaded? Yeah, apparently. Like, that's.
But they were Jewish kids.
Wait, Jewish kids?
The U.S. military money that goes there, $4 billion a year, should stop going to Israel to support their war crimes.
So there's two things that happened there. You have the kids that were there, that were indoctrinated, that were clueless to what was going on there. And then you had the other kids that were there that had masks, that looked like jihadists, that looked like straight up jihadists because they didn't want their identity to be shown there. And they were openly spewing rhetoric that Hamas is saying, Pete. And I had this conversation with you off air. The question is, are these people a risk to America now that are spewing this type of nonsense?
Did you hear what he just said? Listen, hold on. Isaiah 29:20, it says, "For the terrible one is brought to naught, and the scorner is consumed, and all that watch for iniquity is cut off." Right? Next verse, the point. It says that make a man an offender for a word, and lay a snare for him that reproveth in the gate. Okay? And turn aside the just from a thing of naught. Okay? Because the time is coming, all right, where these devils are going to use specific talking points. Okay? Specific talking points to then come up against the prophets, to come up against the believers and the ones that believe in this truth, the ones that believe in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, the ones who believe in the scriptures for what it actually is. They're going to come up against this. All right, they're gonna make a man an offender for a word and set a snare. It says, and lay a snare for him that reproves in the gate, because the prophets are the one that are reproving in the gate, going on the highways and byways. Right. This is what all of this is leading to. Okay, they're gonna these small hats are gonna be able to basically pull the sympathy card and pull the anti-Sem card. All right. And then what's going to eventually happen is that they're going to turn everyone into terrorists. And this is going to also can lead to the MOTB. All right. Because all of this can, just speaking through the spirit. Because if you think about it, if they turn everybody into so-called, terrorists or anti-Sem or Hamas sympathizers or whatever, and they're saying that he just said he don't need. Hold on. Oh man. And this is all purposely being done. This is all purposely being said. All right. They're setting up the narrative. All right. So when the shoe drops, Okay? There's nothing that can be done. All right, let me get that real quick before I get this, the Isaiah 10 and 1. All right, because this is how he's gonna. No, let me get that Daniel. Hold on, I was already on it. Give me a second. Right, Daniel 5 and 25, and through his policy, also he shall cause craft to let me read that again, Slakia. And through his policy, also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand. Okay, and through his policy, also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand. Right, and he shall magnify himself in his heart. Right, and by peace shall destroy many. He shall also stand up against the prince of princes, but he shall be broken without hand. Okay, he's gonna pass laws. Okay, in order to come down on you Israelites. He's gonna pass laws. Okay, that he can deem, right, you as a terrorist. Okay, this is the time. This is what's coming. They're setting up the narrative. They're setting up the foundation, so they could start coming harder and harder down on social media, especially YouTube, right, and them other platforms that brothers speak on. Because you have to understand that this talking point, that this truth, this speaks directly against the small hats, because they're not the people. They're not the people. They're wicked. They're Edomites. Okay? They're not the children of Israel, man. They're frauds. And this is the talking point that they're going to deem as terroristic. And why they're going to come down on you. Okay? And then you're going to have to, they're going to probably have to force the mark upon you. Right? After they crash the system and they already have the UN militias here. All right? And whatever attack gonna come next that they gonna false flag that they gonna propagate. All right? Or do. All right? Because we know that something is coming. All right? Something worse than 9/11 is coming. Okay? Just like my video I did the other day. Right? They already got sleeper cells in Babylon. All over the country. The borders are wide open. Our enemies, the enemies of Babylon are flowing straight in. And now there's a war in Israel. Now you have all of these jihadists and Palestinians and Hamas and all through Babylon. All through Babylon, waiting. Something devastating is about to happen. Okay? And a lot of people, especially the Israelites, are going to be deemed terrorists. All right? Because they're going to try to come down upon the men, the prophets. That's the goal. All right? Everything else is just smoke and mirrors. Okay? And then you have these other Israelite groups that are promoting towing hammers and violence and all types of shit. That's all purposely being done to blame the ministry. That's why we're supposed to walk circumspect, not as fools but as wise, redeeming the time because the days are evil. Right? Be wise as serpents, harmless as doves. Okay? Straight up. Because these are the times we're going into. This devil has the power. He's about to use it on another level. All right? And then they could push forth the MOTB and be like, to prove you're not a terrorist, so we can track to see, if you're not a terrorist or you're not, take the MOTB. They're gonna use fear. All right? which is going to cause a lot to bow the knee. Okay? Salakia for ranting there. Hold on, let me get the... All right? And you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans going to walk straight into it, face forward. Stupid. Isaiah 10:1, woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees. All right? And that write grievousness which they have prescribed, because this is what's coming. They're gonna make unrighteous decrees. Okay? The Balfour Declaration was an unrighteous decree. Okay? Those so-called Israelis over there are not the true people of the Bible. They're not the Israelites. They're not the Hebrew Israelites. They are converts. They are counterfeits. And the Lord is going to destroy that place.
I haven't seen it.
Like they get attacked for no reason.
The children got attacked for no reason. The kids that were beheaded.
Beheaded? Yeah, apparently. Like that's.
But they were Jewish kids.
Wait, Jewish kids?
The U.S. military money that goes there, $4 billion a year, should stop going to Israel to support their war crimes.
So there's two things that happened there. You have the kids that were there, that were indoctrinated, that were clueless to what was going on there. And then you had the other kids that were there that had masks, that looked like jihadists, that looked like straight up jihadists because they didn't want their identity to be shown there. And they were openly spewing rhetoric that Hamas is saying, Pete. And I had this conversation with you off air. The question is, are these people a risk to America now?
Okay? Isaiah 29:21. That make a man an offender for a word, and lay snares for him that reproveth in the gate, and turn aside the just from a thing of naught. They're setting the narrative out there. They're putting the narrative out there. Okay? They're putting the narrative out there. Okay? Israel's going to be destroyed. All right? The Lord is going to destroy. Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, is going to destroy that place through nuclear destruction, as well as Babylon the Great. And that alone is terroristic. That alone, man. All right? Because the Iranians and the Hamas and Hezbollah and all of them over there, all right? They this is their belief. They say the same thing, right? Death to America, right? You saw them chanting that in a city hall or wherever they were, in a lesson I did, right? You saw them chanting that, all right? They're gonna use specific talking points, all right? Specific talking points, all right, to trap you up, all right, and to snare you, okay? And these are one of them, all right? Hold on. Let me see if I got any more scriptures here. Habakkuk 2:2. And the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai answered and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth. Right? The vision on the prophecies. Right? Make it plain. Make it easy to understand. All right? Make it easy to understand. We know where these devils are going. We know what they're doing. All right? Yeah, Elder Yashawamba did a beautiful lesson, as well as Elder Ashar did a beautiful lesson on basically, you know, being careful, especially in the times that we in, like, you know, like being careful how we speak and what we say, you know, and that's how we know what times we're in, man. Right? That's how we know we're near the famine of the word. Okay? Amos 8:11, it says, behold, the days come, saith the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. All right. And that's the days that we're going into, because these Babylonians, they have no idea what's happening. All right. They have no idea that the elite are using them. All right. To prop up, madness and chaos, so that they can come down with draconian laws, so that they can come down with harsh laws. All right. To take more rights away from them, man.
Spewing this type of nonsense.
Well, I think if you're looking at what cities are doing across America today, clearly our authorities think they are. By the way, the word jihad.
Look at the size of that crowd.
That's at Columbia, different school.
Columbia, Hunter,
University.
NYU.
Yep.
But this is the way our foreign policy departments, history departments, and others in universities are aligned. They're aligned against America, against Israel, anti-Zionist, anti-Jewish, pro-Palestinian, pro-Arab, pro-decolonization, which means basically code for getting rid of anything Judeo-Christian, anything of Western civilization. And they'll say that, well, jihad can mean anything. There's violent jihad, and then there's inner resistance, or jihad, cultural
It might
jihad.
even be a breakfast cereal.
With whatever you want it to be.
You know
Brian.
what I noticed about the people that you talked to? You had that one lady with the mask who is a denier. She doesn't believe that anything that we've been reporting on is happening. These women that are crying.
Nobody believes what the hell y'all are reporting. Y'all are liars. You are bought and paid for the same people we are talking about. The same people who we're talking about right now. These 1948ers, these converts, these counterfeits. All right, that are in the Holy Land right now, saying that they are the people. They're the ones who own the media. They own these people who are telling us, or are telling you Babylonians is bullshit. Okay? They own the media. They own the banks. They own Hollywood. These are the same people. Okay? The same people. They own all of the media. They own everything. Of course, well, why the hell are we going to believe you? You're bought and paid for. Okay? and then what, yesterday, the day before yesterday, after they talking about the 40 babies that were beheaded and all this stuff, like they had to come out and be like, oh yeah, that wasn't true. After Biden went up on the damn podium and said, oh, he saw the video. All right? They're fear-mongering. All right? They want the American people to get they want an emotional response from the American people, like 9/11. All right? So it could give them the go-ahead to go into war and to bomb the crap out of people who don't even have a military. Okay? Oh, man. Ezekiel 7:5, thus saith the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai power. And evil and only evil, behold, is come, and we're in an evil time. All right? Ephesians 5:15. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise. Okay? Redeeming the time, because the days are evil and we're in the evil day. All right?
Saying my child was taken from the music festival and we can't find her. The dad who says that, she just believes they're standing in front of the camera and they're actors and they're getting paid to say this. And then you have the guy who you were saying, what about the women, or what about the babies that were beheaded?
And then you're literally going on, if you go on, this is why they're going to have to shut the internet off and come down with stricter and harsher guidelines and requirements for social media, because you could go that people are literally proving that these are actors, even though there are people out there actually probably, getting put to death. Okay. But for the most part, some of them are crisis actors, all right, to promote, all right, a different image. Okay. And then, these people is through, man.
Sounded like he didn't know about that.
He was so confused.
So he's there protesting, but doesn't know the information.
Lightly educated. They didn't do any research. Yeah, I would love to see show up with pictures. Hey, I just want to take a look at my phone. Is this fictitious? These actors?
We've seen on other campuses, though, Palestinian activists ripping those posters off the wall and saying it's not true.
Right.
I mean, it's an alternate universe.
I just want to clarify, when you see...
Put it this way. Just like 9/11 was a real event. People actually died. Okay? People actually died. All right, but it was a false flag attack, okay, by our government through the shadow government, the upper elites, the upper echelon, all right, of Esau, Edom, the complete devils, okay. It was a plan so that they can go into war in the Middle East. So real people got killed. Don't get me wrong. That's what they will do. That's what they do. They will kill real people to get a real response. Okay? So that they can do something about it. Problem, reaction, solution. That's what it's called. All right? They give you the problem. They get your reaction. All right? And then they give you the solution. All right? Which ended up to be bombing campaigns in Afghanistan. All right? Robbing the opium and the oil. All right, there's nothing new under the sun. This is the devil, right? Hold on, let me get the scripture. Never trust thine enemy, man. All right, because these niggas is wicked as hell, man. They do not have your best interest at heart. This is the devil. All right, this is the damn devil that the scriptures speak about. All right, Ecclesiasticus 12:10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. The rust is always going to come back, man. He's wicked. Okay? Let me see. Yeah. Right? Ecclesiasticus 7:13. Consider the work of power, Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai, for who can make that straight which he had made crooked. All right? You can't make something straight that was meant to be crooked, and this devil, all right, his spirit is not right up in him. All right? This is the damn devil, man. These people are the complete devil. Completely wicked. All right, let me get the Job 9 and 20 and 24, man. Okay. Job 9 and 24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? And we know who he is. We know who he is. The man on the screen. His people. His people. The Edomites. All right. All right. Give me a second here. All right, yeah. See if I let me go before that. Damn devil, man. Micah 2:1, it says, woe unto them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand, and because the Lord has set this devil up, right? Job 9 and 24, like we just read, the Lord has set this devil up over the earth. Okay? Micah 2:1, it says, woe unto them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds, right? When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. So it's in the power of their hand to wage war. This is why he can write a book. This devil can write a book and tell you, yeah, there's going to be 3 world wars. We're going to make 3 world wars happen. All right? To conquer this world, we're going to allow 3 world wars to go. We're going to kill a bunch of people. We don't give a shit. We just want the power and the control. We think we're God. Okay? Next verse. Micah 2:2, it says, and they covered fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. Who does that sound like? So they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage. Right? The point. It says, therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai, behold, against this family do I devise an evil from which ye shall not remove your necks, neither shall ye go haughtily, for this time is evil. All right? And these devils, the Lord, when the Lord brings down the hammer on these devils, man, they're not going to be able to escape. All right? Because they think that they got away. They think they good. They think everything's good in the neighborhood, and it's not. The world is realizing who's the devil, who's the problem. This is why they gotta do so much diversion. This is why they gotta have all these sports and all these different TV shows, and no. Right? We watching you, devil. We see you, Satan. We know who the problem is. The world knows who the problem is. All right? Let me get that. Proverbs 29. When the righteous are in authority. All right? Proverbs 29 and 2. Right? When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. And the people are mourning. Constant war, constant death. Oh, man, let me go get that. Oh, man. Constant war, constant death, famine, all this madness happening under the rulership of this devil, man. Wait, what? I thought it was in Habakkuk. That's not coming up. Hold on, give me a second. Yeah, I knew it was in Habakkuk. I don't know why it didn't come up there. Habakkuk 2 and 5. Habakkuk 2 and 5. Yeah, also because he transgressed by wine. He is a proud man. Who that talking about? Esau, Edom, so-called white man. Neither keepeth at home, never stay in never staying where he belong. Always in somebody else's country, waging some war, telling them what to do, what if they don't do it, they're gonna take this away. Right? Destroying their children, destroying their resources, their homes. Right? Yeah, also because he transgresses by wine. He's a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlarges his desire as hell and is as death. Everywhere this devil go, he bring hell and death with him. Right? And cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations and heapeth unto him all people. Who is this? He wants the New World Order. He wants everybody under one banner. He wants to control all people. He wants to heap all the people unto himself. He wants to gather unto him all nations and heap upon unto him all people. He wants complete control. All right? Who enlarges his desire as hell and is as death. Everywhere this devil goes, death follows. And that's at the White House. All right? That's at the White House. The Edomite house. These people are completely through. Second Ezra 15 and 15, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hand. The point. 2 Ezra 15 and 16, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor their princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. These people are going to lose it. It's about to go down in this place, man. All right?
Free, free Palestine! 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 Free, free Palestine!
All right? Complete division. Okay? Complete chaos. This is going to lead to civil war. All right? Some national crisis is going to happen. Something bad is coming. Something bad is coming, man. All right? Isaiah 19:1, it says, the burden of Egypt, behold, the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai rideth upon a swift cloud, a chariot, and shall come into Egypt. And the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it. Right? The next verse, the point. It says, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, because we're in spiritual Egypt. All right? All over again. This is spiritual Egypt all over again. Right? And the Lord is visiting this place. All right? Isaiah 19:2, it says, I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians. Right? And they will fight one against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. Let me read that again. Right? That's cold. Isaiah 19:2. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians. Right? The Babylonian against the Babylonian. All right? Because it's about to go down. Right? And they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city. All right? And kingdom against kingdom. Okay? It's about to go down. Okay? 2 Timothy 3:1. This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. And we're in those times. All right? We're in those times of sedition. We're in those times of perils. All right? We're in the beginning of sorrows, like Yahweh Shai said, like Lord Yahweh Shai said. All right? We're in the beginning of sorrows. Okay? The beginning of distress. Oh, man. Let me see if I got to get anything else. But that was it, man. Let me just get this last scripture, and I'll wrap it up. Habakkuk 2:2. It says, and the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. Next verse, the point. For the vision, right? The prophecies, right? For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. All right? And these prophecies are not tarrying anymore. This is the end. We're at the end. All right? We're at the end of this thing, man. So we got to keep moving, keep having faith, keep fearing the Lord. Repent. Repent and turn back to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, before the evil day come. Hold on, let me get that. One of my favorite scriptures as well. Let me get that. Where is it? I gotta type it in. No, it's right here. Yeah. Ecclesiasticus 12:1. Remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, where thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. And we're in the evil day now. We're in the evil. The evil is here. The evil is here. Okay? This is the time you repent before the doors of mercy close. Because once it closes, there's going to be no mercy. It's going to be judgment. Ecclesiasticus. Ecclesiasticus. Ecclesiastes, Slakia. Ecclesiastes. Ecclesiastes 12:1. Remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. Right? So this is the time you're supposed to be repenting unto the Lord and getting yourself right for Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Right? Ecclesiastes. Okay. Sorry. Let me get. Right. Ecclesiastes 7:2. It said, it is better to go to the house of mourning than to go to the house of feasting, for that is the end of all men, and the living will lay it to his heart. Right? See, you're supposed to be in the house of mourning. All right. I'm gonna get this and wrap it up. Ecclesiasticus 5:7. Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, and put not off from day to day. For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance. And with that, I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honor to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and sincerity unto the elect. Shalom.